Welcome to JJ's Trail Review. Today I am riding around the chain of lakes in South Minneapolis. I started by parking along a parkway on the northwest corner of Lake Maka, rode in a clockwise fashion around all the lakes, crossing under Lake Street. Around each lake, the only hills on this ride are between Lake Maka and Lake Harriet. It is one of the most popular rides in the city, all one-way trails. The ride was about 10 miles long. It took me about 50 minutes, and there's very little elevation change. Today I am riding around the chain of lakes in South Minneapolis. I do not include Cedar Lake in this ride, partly because it's not as directly connected by trail to all the others, and partly because there's a lot of light rail construction going on over there. So the three main lakes, Lake Maka, Lake of the Isles, and Lake Harriet, are each approximately 3 miles around, so the entire ride is about 10 miles. It's a one-way clockwise bike trail around each one. It is totally separate from the walking and jogging trails. It's a very popular ride. Crossing the channel here, it goes up to Lake of the Isles. And the exit is right after the channel. And it'll actually take us under Lake Street and up to Lake of the Isles. Minimal navigating required here, but it's pretty simple. And that was the Kenilworth Trail that I just crossed under there. So if you wanted to ride over to the Mississippi River, that would take you there. You can see that in a separate video I did. This is Lake of the Isles. This is a smaller lake, but because of its odd shape, the trail around it is still about the same length. That is where you could break off to the left and go over to Cedar Lake. There's amazing architecture around all of these lakes. It's an absolutely beautiful part of the city. Usually these trails are pretty busy. This was a chilly fall day, and it was a weekday. Not a lot of people out on them. That's it. I made it all the way around Lake of the Isles, so now heading back. Go along that channel under Lake Street and back to Lake Maka. Pretty choppy wind coming off the lake. South end of Lake Maka, the trail gives an option to head south to Lake Harriet. And this is the only stretch that does get a little hilly. Other than that, it is pretty much completely flat. Lake Harriet. You see the beautiful band shell right on the north end of the lake. There's an exit on the south end of the lake that I just went past that heads to Minnehaha Falls and the Minnehaha Creek Trail. That is also part of the Grand Rounds Trail. I do have a video on that one as well. This is the only wooded part of the drive, would be right on the south end of Lake Harriet. Back past the band shell. And heading north back to Lake Pudamikoska. That was the only busy street crossing on this entire ride. And I'll head back up the west side of Lake Pudamikoska to finish the ride. See the Minneapolis skyline off to the right here. Pretty iconic views in this area.